All right, and we are following some breaking news out of Alberta this hour, where a critical wildfire alert has been issued for the Lac-Saint Anne County. You can see here it is just north of Edmonton there on your screen. The alert says a wildfire is burning west of Bilby Common and heading east. Residents of that area being asked to prepare to leave within about 30 minutes notice. We'll bring you more on this as it comes in, more info comes in from Alberta Wildfire. But again, a wildfire alert has been issued for Lac-Saint Anne County. That's northwest of Edmonton, as you can see there on your screen, and we'll keep our eye on it. Meantime, one province to the west, no evacuation orders yet, as an out-of-control wildfire is burning in British Columbia's Caribou region. To situate it for you, Caribou region is about 8 hours north of the city of Vancouver. The fire has exploded in size. The BC Wildfire Service saying one of 7 reported fires since Saturday that was caused by humans. 6 of those, fortunately, are out, but the Burgess Creek wildfire, Burgess Creek, has grown to 16 square kilometers due to dry conditions, strong winds, and the wildfire is visible from BC's Highway 97. Officials say there's currently no threat to the public, although ground crews, aircraft, heavy equipment are fighting the fire. So let's go to Madison Dahl. She's an information officer with the Caribou Fire Center. Hey, Madison, it's got to be busy. Thanks for your time.
Thank you very much for having me.
All right, what's the latest where you are?
Well, you're correct. We have a out-of-control wildfire that is about 45 kilometers north of Williams Lake at about 1,600 hectares.
The danger it poses or doesn't at this point? What are we hearing? What are we seeing?
Well, it is very dry. I think that message has been pushed the beginning of spring. It's very dry, and so the dry conditions and the strong winds on Saturday really did contribute to the growth of this wildfire. We've been really fortunate, though. We haven't seen a lot of growth since Saturday. So overnight last night, we're keeping the measurement to about 1,600, and we do have crews, heavy equipment, and aircraft on site.
Can you give us sort of a ballpark, Madison, how many people are sort of in the region or may be affected if this gets worse?
We are hoping that this wildfire isn't going to get a lot worse. We do have resources on site, and we are actioning very strongly the wildfire itself. It is in a little bit more of a remote area. I think that's a pretty good picture there. You can see some cut blocks, but we do have the Caribou Regional District has issued an evacuation alert for 2 residences just to the east.
The fact that there were 7 fires caused by humans, 7 that we know of in the region in the last couple of days, what does that say to you?
Yeah, so we did respond to 7 reports of fire just on Saturday alone, Saturday afternoon, which really does indicate the conditions that we're dealing with. It's very dry, and we did have very strong winds on Saturday. It's important for members of the public just to be aware of those conditions. Any larger slash piles or category 2 or 3 burns have been prohibited since March 28th. Campfires are still allowed, but it's important to be aware of the winds and the location in which you're having any kind of open fire.
Yeah, and so the advice to people who are watching, and I know you send this out all the time, so people are aware, that there are things they can do. What should residents do?
Being incredibly aware of the conditions. So we do rely on members of the public to call in wildfires. If you're seeing smoke, dial *5555 on your cell phone or utilize the app, and you can send a photo of that smoke. The faster we can respond to reports of wildfires, the sooner we can action them and be able to get them out when they're small. We don't want them growing to this size.
Listen, we covered this extensively last year. I know you did as well. Obviously, the wildfire season, unprecedented in British Columbia. Are you guys bracing for impact?
We're prepared for whatever the season brings. It is dry. It's indicative of potentially a large wildfire season, but we also don't know what spring is going to bring. We could see a month's worth of rain. We can't predict that at this point.
Madison Dahl is in Williams Lake, BC. She's an information officer with the Caribou Fire Center. Hey, thanks for this today. We'll talk again soon.